Yo, what's poppin', people? Your boy Snacks is back in the building. And you know how we do before we get started. We got to give a shout out to you, the people, for taking the time out to watch this video. But while you're here, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. And you know how we enjoy you so much in the comment section. So please do not forget to leave your comments. And we trying to get to 20K. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button, go and get us there. But as we start our video today, Shedeur Sanders is the topic, and the narrative nationwide and locally is starting to change for the better. Now, the narrative on Shedeur Sanders was, we all know what it was when we started this. The haters were there. The people were there talking about him being spoiled, him being that guy, his father's son. But now, the Browns media, local and national, is starting to come around to what Shedeur is. We're going to start this thing off with Andrew Pearllo of Maggie and Perloff show, and they're on Sirius XM, and the praises are starting to be sang for Shedeur. The chance of Shedeur needs to start, and don't worry about the others, is starting to come through. See, because what it was, that first round draft talent, it's going to always shine through. No matter where he was drafted at, you have to remember he was projected as a first round draft pick. That means his talent outweighs his draft status, and it's starting to show through. So let's listen.
Look good though. His ball placement is elite. His ability to layer throws is elite. I think he's got plenty of arm strength. We've seen that on display, certainly in camp at times. There's something about Shedeur. I got a chance to interview him. He is very confident, but not in a cocky way. Has a lot of belief in himself. I like him. I like the kid a lot. I was very into the Browns taking him in the first round. You know, in my tape study of him, to me, if you can be that accurate, he was so tough. He got beaten up in college. I mean, absolutely annihilated behind that line. Did he develop some bad habits? Sure. But when plays were clean, his ball placement is, I think, elite. And if you can be accurate with the football, deliver, and know where it's supposed to go, you can be very successful in this league for a long time, especially in this style of an offense.
Now, that man is speaking nothing but pure facts, because we've seen Shedeur's ball placement. We know how great it is. We know how he can put that ball on a rope and put it exactly where it needs to be, whether it is a short pass or a long pass. That ball is always in the right place. But Rizzo still pissed off that Shedeur ain't getting this thing. Now, ESPN Cleveland, everybody on there, probably except for Grossi, they like Shedeur.
The plan is flawed. You know what they're doing in New York, Chris? They're getting Jackson Dart ready to start. You know what they're doing in Tennessee, Chris? They're getting Cam Ward ready to start. Shedeur is an afterthought. A young quarterback needs the team to commit to him with everything. The offense, the coaching, the players around him. They work him in slowly. There's a ramp up. They give him a chance. He's not getting any of this. He's got to claw his way through 3 guys before he gets that chance. How the hell is he going to do this? Are the Browns committed to Shedeur Sanders? No.
It doesn't look that way.
Are they committed to Dylan Gabriel? No. Couple of draft picks, throw stuff against the wall, see what fit. Folks, that's not how to cultivate a young quarterback with confidence and get him ready to play.
Now, that was Rizzo just a couple of days ago, mad because the Browns have not put forth a bigger effort to get Shedeur ready to start. Well, we don't know what's going on in OTAs. Day 1 and 2 of OTAs are over with, and we got to see one day of OTAs, and I don't think they wanted anyone to see Shedeur with the ones because they're trying to avoid what's happening now on a grander stage, on a much bigger stage. Because once you see Shedeur working out with the ones in 11-on-11 practice, it is all over with. But the singing, people are going to lose their mind. It's going to go nuts. But Hanford Dixon has a lot of positive things to say about Shedeur. I keep telling y'all, man, I'd be dropping this heat. Y'all just got to figure it out. Make sure y'all hit the like button. And if you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. It all helps us beat our way through the algorithm. Because, yes, we're looking for clicks and views because we're not making these videos just for them to sit on the internet. We want everybody, as many people as possible, to see these videos. But let's listen to him.
Right on the head talking about Shedeur. I mean, this kid, he won at Jackson State. I mean, took a program, guys, Colorado. I mean, you're talking about a program that was pretty much dead. I mean, him and his father and him and Deion and that whole crew. And obviously, don't get me wrong, they can't do it by themselves. Football is a team sport. You win as a team, you lose as a team. But what they've done to that program is just unbelievable.
Yes, it was just unbelievable. But as this local media starts to figure it out and understand that, yes, we've only seen him in a handful of practices. We've only seen him in a handful of throws. But what we've seen compared to the other ones that we have, this is much better. And this is what we need. And they are starting to get loud about it. Very, very loud about it. 92.3 The Fan.
So when I hear all this stuff from like the national perspective, I go, what's this fight I'm hearing? Like, I don't hear Browns fans arguing whether or not Shedeur-Sanders is going to make the team. I think the argument is, if anything, when he's going to start a game. And can he prove what he can prove in enough time? Can he get enough reps to prove that he's ready to start a football game? That's that pressure that's on him. That's what, like, Daryl was talking about earlier in the week on other shows. That's what we'll talk to Daryl about at 8 o'clock today. You know, that's some of the things that we have to discuss. Like, where are you going to be able to find the reps to prove that you're ready for this? Because once we set sail with the season, you know, it's going to be hard to get those reps. I mean, you're getting ready for games. You're getting ready to install and doing those other things. You're going to be running a lot of scout team. So those reps are going to go to guys who are high. That's why this is, as much as people say, OTAs aren't important. Oh, hell yes, they are. Yes, because he is a backup right now, and he's a major star. And fans are going to want to see him as much as I want to fight the reasons why. So he's got to make the most of every single rep he gets in OTAs, in mini camp, and training camp. To sit there and say that OTAs aren't important, I think that they're not important to teams. I think they're not important to backups on teams that are ready to compete. I don't think they are. I think they are extremely important to a team like the Browns with a guy like Shedeur-Sanders. And I think anything to say differently, I think you're either vapid or you're sticking your head in the sand, one of the two.
Yeah. And I think one of the Cleveland shows yesterday, the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show yesterday, was trying to make a point and pretty much contradicting themselves on OTAs being important for their star player, but not that much important for Shedeur and the rookie players. But it can't be important for one and not important to the other. Your star player is not there. Your rookie players need these reps because it's a different level of football. They need these reps. They need to see the change of speed, change of pace, different route running from different players. These are necessary, very necessary times for them to be involved in the OTAs. But Rizzo is sick of Tony Grossi because he just be hating.
Allen says he thinks, eventually Shedeur is going to be the starter.
No.
Most of Shedeur's work yesterday was in the red zone period. and he was good in the red zone. He threw some nice passes. We're talking 10-yard passes here in 7-on-7.
Do 10-yard passes count in the NFL? Because you're making it sound like they don't. Don't they count?
Yeah.
Don't the 10-yarders count too, don't? Or does it got to
Yeah,
be a
they do,
40-yard bomb?
I'm trying to put it in perspective. Come on. He did fine. He did fine.
Because if he went 3 for 9 with 2 picks, you'd have said the same thing, right? Okay.
Incomplete passes from 10 yards. That's a red flag.
Okay,
If you
so
make
Tony,
them,
yeah, okay. So don't.
good.
You're done talking about Shedeur. I think you've lost some credibility there because everybody knows you have an agenda, which is fine. Because I'll be the good guy, you be the bad cop, and we'll make it work.
Riz,
Tony, how
you're
long?
sounding like a scorned schoolgirl over this issue. Come on, let's be real. He's number 4 on the list right now.
And that's right, I am scorned because he should be number 1. Sorry. Okay, that's me.
Yeah. Rizzo is calling Grossi out. Like, we know you hate Shedeur. We know you don't want him to start. We know you don't like it. We don't know your reasons. Probably because who he is, where he comes from, and who his dad is are probably your reasons. Not because he can't play, not because he's not talented, not because he is not that type of player. But it is what it is.
Says he thinks, eventually Shedeur is going to be the starter. I would say that right now, in my mind, he's second up. By that, I mean, I don't want Kenny Pickett to play because I think it's a big waste of time. Flacco's going to start the season. And if Flacco flames, I think by the time we get to October, November, whenever that happens, I think it's more likely than not that the second quarterback to start games for the Browns this year is Shedeur Sanders.
Yeah.
And that's the point. What we've been saying the whole time. It's not that the narrative is starting to change around Shedeur. It's the local media that is starting to change their mind about Shedeur. And they're going to get louder and louder every day. And every time they see him play, and every time they compare what he's done to what the other quarterbacks have done. And me telling you this is saying that more than likely Shedeur will always be better. Because like I've said from the jump, Shedeur is the most NFL-ready quarterback that was drafted in this draft class. No other quarterback in this draft class is more prepared for this NFL than Shedeur Sanders. Regardless of what you say, I promise you, no other quarterback is more prepared for this draft class than Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur Sanders still gets hate nationwide from other sources, but the local media in Cleveland is starting to turn around. And that's the difference. Because when LeBron was there, he didn't do a lot of local interviews. I don't recall him. The local media, nobody wanted their opinion. Nobody cared for their opinion. But now the local media is starting to drift to that other side. Was when Shedeur was coming, they didn't want this sideshow. They didn't want all this noise. They didn't want to be bothered with Shedeur Sanders because they thought he was just a spoiled little petulant child who got his way, showed his watch, and didn't work hard, was only granted this job because his father was the head coach. But now they see him work. Now they see what he can do. They've seen him make the passes that everybody else can't make. They've seen those touch passes over the top, layering those balls, the things that he can do. That's what they've seen. So now this is what they want. And they're going to get louder and louder every week. The further we go into minicamp, the sooner we start getting into training camp, the cheers and the "we want Shedeur" chants are going to get real loud. And you're going to be able to hear them from anywhere in the country. But y'all know what we do, man. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to leave your comments in the comment section. Y'all know they starting to scream for Shedeur to start. Because everybody's pretty confident that he's going to make the team. When is he going to start is the next question. But y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Leave your comments, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We're going to get out of here. Y'all have a good day. I'm out of here. I need to make some Colorado content. I think I'll do that. I'm out. Peace.